Pump, Roper?
Oh, pump, man.
Does it feel to be back in the old stomping grounds?
I can't tell you what it feels like, man. I just got up early, kind of drove around this morning, remembering some of the best years of my life. And I'm fired up to be in here. One, just get to be around some awesome kids, but two, like, I've sweat so much in this place, bled so much in this place, man. It just makes my heart happy to be back in here, man. I can't tell you what it's like.
Tell me a bit about the growth you've seen since you've left. Where Compound was, where you left, to where it is now.
Man, it was an interesting thing. Like, put so much time and energy into this, and to see it almost change because a little bit of different leadership, and just see it take on new life and become really Pete's and Cliff's and what they're doing with it. It's awesome, man. I'm pumped because, like, now I get to come down here and reap some of the benefits of what those guys are doing, right? I get to see some of the best guys in the state. And, man, I've been in Georgia for a little bit now, and Georgia wrestling's just getting so dang tough. There's so many elite wrestlers down here. And being here myself, like, man, it's a good feeling to see Georgia wrestling really growing.
So one thing it seems I noticed, and ever since I saw Cliff, he's always been good at teaching instruction, but it seems like over the last few years I watched clips of him at camps and running practices. He's just really, like, picked up his level.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up. Cliff gets so much credit for, like, being innovative and social media and all that stuff. That dude is an incredible wrestling coach. I've seen where he started from, and I saw all the work that got put in to become, in my opinion, one of the best technicians in the country. And you're dead on with it, man. He doesn't get enough credit for how good of a wrestling coach he really is. And I know a lot of people think he's all these other things, but I'm telling you, at that dude's core, because that's my brother, that dude's a wrestling coach, and he's one of the best ones in the country.
Pumped to see him today?
Oh, man, I can't wait. Anytime I get around that guy, like, just the energy level's got to go up. So much of my passion and my drive and how much I love this, I just tried to copy from that guy, because how hard he worked every day I was around him for about 11 years, man, it just rubs off on you.
Yeah.
And so much of that passion and energy I got is Cliff Fretwell, man.
Nice. What are you going to show today?
I have no idea. I'm going to kind of let the kids give me some problem areas and work through that. If they don't have anything, I don't know, man, maybe split middle finishes or split middle defense, shin wizard, I don't know. We'll see what we get into.
What do you think about this combine idea?
I love it, man. One, I'm really, really big on seeing guys train. We got to do things a little bit differently at UNI just because we're a smaller school, right? And a lot of people don't talk, we've talked about it, right? A lot of people see it as like a detriment, small school, smaller budget, all those things. Up here, we're big time, and that's all that matters. I'm going to talk to the kids about it today, man. Too many people want the tangible things, like that they feel like guaranteed. There ain't no guarantees in life. The only thing guarantee I have is God gave me a few more hours on this earth, and I'm going to work really hard at it. And that's what it takes to be really, really good. And I'm going to tell the guys Drew Foster's story. I'm going to tell them my story. Because a lot of people think you have to have these accolades. And there's some guys here with incredible accolades. But there's also some guys here with passion and fire and work ethic in their heart. And when you get to college, things kind of reset. And that passion and enthusiasm and energy, man, it comes out. And that's what really will separate guys. So we want these guys that are here that might not have done what they've wanted to in wrestling yet, man, to don't think they can't be one of the best guys, because you absolutely can. I tell you, Pat Lugo, I got to be around him a little bit. He said, talked about something Jordan Burroughs put out that changed his life. He said it's never too late to be great. And man, it just made sense to me thinking about my own life, thinking about some of the wrestlers I've had. And I hope some of these guys pay attention to it too, because it's not too late to be great. Man, they're still babies. Some of them think they're old, but they're still babies, man. They're barely started their wrestling career. So I'm fired up to be around some guys that are fired up about wrestling and love it too. So, man, I got some energy, I got some passion. I'm gonna try and spread it today.
Hey, one thing I thought that was interesting, you think, the kids in here, most of them want to wrestle in college.
Yep.
That's kind of what they're saying. Obviously, you want good wrestlers, but we were sitting over there, and you said, hey, I want to get here earlier just so I could see who else would get here early.
For sure. Yeah, man, it's those intangibles. Like, the wrestling part, it's fairly easy, right? You can watch a guy wrestle some matches, especially if they're getting high-level competition. And it's like, oh, yeah, he's really good. But there's so many guys out there that are really good. I want the guy that's trying to be good at everything. Like watching this mile run, I see a lot of guys like their heads hanging around. I'm like, hey man, what time you gonna put up? And they're like, oh, 12 minutes. Like, you think I want to hear about a dude that's running a 12-minute mile? Like, come on, man. Like, you got to be trying to be great at everything. College wrestling's so hard. Now, I'm so thankful I'm a coach because I wouldn't have won any matches if I was wrestling in college. You just got to excel at so many things, man. You can't let things in your life slip. because those cracks come in and they affect your competition. And then like something bigger than that too, like what are we really trying to do here? Yeah, NCAA wrestling's important. We want to win titles. What's the lasting impression the sport has on you is really why we have a lot of passion about it at UNI. Doug always talks about a 50-year effect, not a 5-year effect. We don't want to affect a guy's life for 5 years, 50 years, man. We want him to get him bought into being a great granddad one day. And if we do that, all the wrestling and the school stuff will take care of itself, man. So it really is that passion and lifestyle that we're really looking for in guys. And like from a recruiting standpoint too, like Ramos is going to be in here next to me, right? He's got that UNC on him. He's got the baby blue on. Sorry, Carolina blue. My bad, guys. Don't get mad at me. Got the Carolina blue on. Like you don't even have to see the logo, right? He's got the Carolina blue on, and you know that's UNC.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got to make sure that brand comes across so people start recognizing purple, and we won't want it to be associated with anything other than, man, these guys will outwork everybody and they love wrestling more than anybody on the planet, because that's our selling point. That's my boss, Doug Schwab, man. He loves wrestling. He's passionate about his guys more than anybody. And when I come down and get in a recruiting environment like that, I just try and be a mirror and a reflection of what he is. So like I owe it to him. That guy gives so much to my life. I owe it to him to come down here and try and kill it, because that's what I want these guys to associate Northern Iowa with. That crazy dude that had an insane amount of passion, that kind of maybe bugged me a little bit because he was so energetic early in the morning. That's what I want them to know we got, man. Because I'm telling you, it is such a special place. We've got some different things going on, and I wish people got to be around the culture of our team more, because that's our biggest selling point. The guys we have on the team, guys like Drew Foster, Jacob Holschlag, all those guys, man, and I could go on and on. Josh Albert, they've just made that a really incredible place, not only for other guys to come, but for me to live and coach too, man. Like I enjoy my life so much there, not just for, yeah, we're doing pretty well as a team, but also the guys I'm surrounded with. Coaching goes both ways, man. It's not a one-way street. You give to the athlete, they give back to you. And that's one of the reasons I just love that place with my whole heart, is because of the athletes I get to coach.
Nice. To be continued.
Yeah,
let's go check out this mile.
Go do it, man. Let's see some guys get after it.